Okay, we're just going to show you the basic layouts of a headset that we use for our radio communication for the bikes. As you can see, the kit is exposed here and broken up into bits and pieces, which will show you how they go together accordingly. As you can see, the microphone is put inside the helmet, and the don't forget the white dot on the microphone is to be facing your mouth and not the other way, obviously. The two Velcro speakers are designed to go inside the helmet, of course, against your ear inside. There's a plug and socket arrangement here, which probably pays to put some Vaseline on there to help get it in and out. The cord, which goes inside your jacket, this goes down your arm, and then it goes off to a push to talk switch, which is inside your glove, which can be situated this way or this way in your glove. We found it fairly easily fitted inside the glove without too much trouble. If you want to, you can put the Velcro strap around the handlebar of your motorbike, and if you want to, you can just simply Velcro that to the bike, and there shouldn't be any problems there if you want to. The setup is comes with an adapter lead. We've just used an ordinary TX610. There are other UHF radios out there that you can adapt this to. That just simply goes into your pocket, that plugs into there, that plugs into there. Have some spare headset covers and so forth. Okay, well, when you're finished assembling the kit, you'll see that that's basically the radio fits into your pocket. This goes just below your helmet. Microphone, push to talk down the arm, and we'll show you that a little bit later. Now, when you do fit it into the helmet, as you can see, the helmet as such, the speaker is actually fitted into the ear canal of the helmet. Just make sure that you have it adjusted in the correct positions in your ear. Otherwise, we've found the audio coming from the speaker, if it's not quite right, you will have trouble hearing what's going on. So a little bit of a close-up on what we're doing here. Just make sure that the back of the where the speakers actually fit inside, you can see that the sticky tape does come off, double-sided sticky tape. Just make sure the area in there is fairly clean, so that it sticks fairly well. Once it's done, you can actually then Velcro them on and off accordingly. Your microphone, of course, this particular helmet here is using a padded microphone. The ones that we supplying would be a boom type microphone. We've found that the boom type microphones are a little bit better when riding with this type of helmet. We've found that travelling at about 100 to 120 kilometres an hour seems to be quite okay as far as the wind noise and so forth is concerned. We've tried other helmets, we've tried other headset configurations and so forth, but we found that this one is far superior than the ones you would normally buy. Now, on the side of the helmet, of course, this is where the plug and socket arrangement would be for you to take the plug off, so that you can take your helmet off, so it doesn't impede when you're taking it in and out. There's also a cable tie in here, just to give it a little bit more security as far as pulling is concerned. Like I say, the kit does come with various cable ties and so forth, but if you want to use your own, well, that's all well and good. But basically, that's pretty straightforward. The wiring just goes around inside the padded part of the helmet, and speaker on one side and speaker on the other, and this just hangs down, and we'll show you how that all works a little bit later. Okay, we're just going to give you a brief demonstration on how to put the headset communication together. Obviously, you put the jacket on after you've put the headset. Put it in your hand as such, bring your jacket around, and pull the wire through to the end, and there it is, as simple as that. Okay, wire just sits in there just along the armpit. Okay, now that you've got the headset communication cabling in place, it's just a simple matter of lining up the two, this one and the other one on the side, and plug them together. You'll probably find there's a couple of notches on there, and like we said earlier, there's a notch there and a notch there. You'll soon get used to the idea. We found again a little bit of Vaseline there makes it a lot easier to pull apart afterwards. Now when it comes to the push to talk button, as you can see, you can have the wire going under your arm, under your wrist this way, okay, or you can have it around the other way, coming on top. It depends on how you want to work this. Sometimes you might find it easier under here or over the top. It's a personal choice. So what we're doing now is we're going to just put the push to talk button into the glove. If you want to, you can use a little bit of insulation tape just to hold it in place, but this is about the only trickiest part we've found. With a little bit of manoeuvring around, you'll soon get the push to talk button. If you do it a few times, you'll soon get the feel of it. Push to talk button is waterproof, and so if your hand sweats, it's not going to interfere with any of the communication at all. Push to talk button is now here, and of course when you're riding your motorbike on the hand grip, you can now press the two together as shown, and you can now communicate with the other fellow riders. The other thing we found is to velcro the actual plug in place, because as you're riding on a motorbike and flexing of your arm, it has a tendency to pull the cable back up your arm and unplug from here. So now that you've got that all in place, it's just a matter of putting in the radio. The final steps now, of course, is to simply just plug your two leads together on the radio of your choice, and that turn it onto your channel that you guys are all using, and put it in your top pocket or bottom pocket or wherever you feel, or maybe in the backpack if you've got one, and the push to talk is ready to go. Must remember, of course, that the whole unit must be connected with all connectors, otherwise you will not be able to communicate with anybody, even during a testing procedure. That's pretty well it for now. So now what we'll do is we'll now show you with the Rhino connected to the headset arrangement. Okay, what we're using is a RAM mount specifically designed for the Rhino 650, and we've incorporated a simple Velcro tie-on so that it's not pulling on the Rhino in question. On the back of the Rhino, you'll find there's a small socket. Here we have a plug with some O-rings on it, designed to try and keep some of the moisture out of it, because the system is waterproof. That simply plugs in, and you can see it just snaps back into the cradle, and away we go. And of course, once again, we have another waterproof socket here, which again is designed to go onto the headset communication. Once you're ready to roll, you're off riding. Okay, now that we're all wired up and ready to go, you can now plug your headset alternatively into a Rhino, and with the Rhino we've got an extension cord about 1.2 meters long, and that gives you freedom to be able to communicate again with your fellow members, as well as being able to stand on the foot pegs and ride around with plenty of movement. Now the Rhino, as you can see, is mounted into a cradle, so you can still see on the map where you're going. Also, as an added feature, as a safety device, if you do happen to get off your motorbike, these two plug connections here will separate with ease, so that you're not tethered to the bike in any way. This way it makes it a hell of a lot easier to get off and on the bike accordingly. Okay?